One of the best things about going to the cinema is that your mind gets transported far away from reality. Of course, I can only enter the story mentally. There's no way yet that I can physically get involved in all that action. But in the not-too-distant future, a helmet like this could help me to believe I'm in any number of three-dimensional worlds by putting me right in the middle of all sorts of interactive, computer-generated adventures. Since the scenes don't really exist, programmers around the world experimenting with this concept call it virtual reality.
Okay, I see you chilling.
What is up, guys? A real chick coming at you with another video. Thank you for the 100 new subscribers. Greatly appreciated. It's official, folks. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation has officially entered the Matrix. That's right, you heard it here first. They have officially entered the Matrix. Let's check it out.
Just in awe because I see how much has actually been put into the details. It gives me a feeling of serenity. This is a really great feeling, very inspiring. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's a virtual reality headset. Ours is called the Real System by Penumbra. It's specifically built for hospitals and medical and rehabilitation use. We use this tool to help reduce anxiety and stress, depression. We use it as a diversional therapy type of tool. It helps people escape their surroundings and it helps recenter them, and it kind of brings them back. And so we use it in a different amount of ways.
A sense of awe of how they could have done such beautiful work.
I worked at the VA before I was introduced to the virtual reality headset through Wounded Warrior. I thought bringing it here could use it with some of the population that suffer from the same things. They have PTSD, they suffer from stress, anxiety, they don't have great coping mechanisms, they get worked up and they have all these different things, and so it's a great correlation between the two. One of the programs is like a guided mindfulness or a breathing exercise. So if they're stressed out, one of them is kind of like a cartoon beach. And so you're kind of on a beach and you're breathing in with the waves kind of going in and out as you're breathing and holding. A lot of different tools and apps that are specific for kind of what you might be going through. After they finish with that, we kind of have a debrief and we talk about what did you like about it? How do you feel? If you
Look at these fucking guys, man.
Do you think you can apply some of the breathing techniques that you learned? One guy who is a local artist, so we have a war memorial that you can go into.
I take off into different parts of the world and look at architecture and art that
really
inspires some of my art projects.
He is a convicted...
All the monuments that they have there just blew my mind. It changed my whole
armed
idea.
robbery.
I redrew the composition.
Shot a cop too.
The images that I seen in that video
being used as propaganda by the department here.
On the top. The things I can focus on take my minds off my stress and my worries for the time being. It helps me a lot in that aspect.
And you can look around and navigate being around
total
people
propaganda
area, people that are shopping and kind of living a normal life. I feel like it helps just with that slow community reintegration, and that's been really kind of fun to do with some of the
look at this guy.
I have. What are some of the things that it talks about?
For example, fostering forgiveness
and
ways to go about opening yourself up to the idea that it's possible to forgive and also forgive yourself, and in doing so, it just promotes overall good feeling. In a group setting, you're always, distracted.
Patrick Collins, it's possible to forgive and forgive yourself. Patrick Collins.
And 61-year-old Victoria Alice Seidlinger was shot dead from a single blast from a shotgun. Her husband, Stephen, called 911 to report the incident and then handed the phone to her suspected killer, Patrick Collins.
He said that he killed his girlfriend, that he shot her with a shotgun, that he used a Mossberg 500. He talked about being shot in the shoulder and that he stabbed Mr. Seidlinger.
When sheriff's deputies arrived on the scene, they found Victoria with a fatal gunshot wound to her head. Also injured were both her husband as well as boyfriend. Investigators say the husband, Stephen Seidlinger, had been stabbed multiple times, barely missing his carotid artery. The boyfriend and suspected killer, Collins, had been shot in the shoulder.
There you have it. So CDCRs, they got this guy. They're putting him up there. He blew his girlfriend's head off with a Mossberg 500. And they're putting him in a propaganda video, touting him up there. He's a model inmate. Look at him. He's a killer, folks.
People around you, but
But at least he knows how to forgive himself.
It's just you in your own little bubble. It gives me greater access to myself. I'm able to internalize things more efficiently.
What do you think the victims
also
think?
Also produces a lasting memory that I can go back on during the week and remember my session. Oh, okay, that's what I need to do. This is great. I like how it takes me out of my current area, my situation.
I bet you do like that.
Staring at a serene mountain lake.
I bet you love that.
A beach somewhere.
Blew his girlfriend's head off with a shotgun.
Venue.
Some tools for their tool belt to when they're sitting in their cell or when they are released and they're sitting at home and they're struggling, what can they kind of fall back onto? And that's sort of what I'm hoping that the VR systems can do for them. And they have these tools that they can take with them for life.
And I believe that this guy genuinely believes what he's doing. So I'm not going to put this guy on blast like I've done with other people in the past. I believe he genuinely believes he's doing something good, but this is total propaganda again by the California Department of Corrections. Complete and total propaganda once again. CDCR has officially entered the Matrix. The real shit. I'm out of here.